It's Maria from Still Dreaming Homestead. Happy to be back with you. And today we get to read in our book, My Bible Friends. We're on book 10 and the second story in it. And it's called Jabel the Shepherd. I'll show you the picture. See all these sheep? See Jabel? Jabel, the shepherd, lived in a little stone hut on a rocky mountainside in Judea. 10 steps and a jump from the little stone hut Jabel had built his sheepfold. Laying stone upon stone upon stone, Jabel owned 100 sheep. There were rams with curled horns and ewes, that's the mama sheep, with little lambs. All of the sheep, rams, ewes, and lambs had thick woolly coats and long fatty tails. You know, around here, people cut their tails short to keep them cleaner, but back there they did it different. I'm going to show you kind of what sheep with their fluffy tails look like. Jabel's sheep obeyed him. When Jabel called, "Te-ah-ah-ah, oh-ho-ho, oh-ho-ho, come to me," his 100 sheep came running, their hooves click, click, clacketing on the stony ground in the mountains. When Jabel made the sound of a dog howling, "Ooh, oh," the sheep huddled in a tight little group. And when Jabel said, "La, la, lie down," all 100 sheep lay down. Wow, that's pretty cool. Now you can see that he must have said in this one, "La, la," because they're all laying down. And when they huddled together, when he made the dog sound, that kept them close together and they were safer from any predators. Soon after sunup every morning, Jabel opened the sheepfold gate and called, "Tea-ah, ooh, tea-ah, ooh." "Ba, ma," answered the rams. "Ma," answered the ewes. "Ma," bleated the lambs. And they all followed Jabel down the path. Often Jabel carried the littlest lamb, while the mother lamb walked beside Jabel's side. He was a very good shepherd. Jabel led his 100 sheep to a green grassy place where they could feed. But at the edge of the green grassy place, he called, "La, la, la, la." And although the sheep were hungry, they lay down. Jacob carefully searched the green grassy place for poisonous weeds and poisonous snakes. The weeds he pulled up. And when he hit the ground with his staff, the snakes wiggled away. Now that green grassy place was safe for his sheep. Jabel called, "Teo, oh, come eat." Oh, see how he's taking care of it while the sheep lay far away? See how the snake's going away? While the rams and the ewes nibbled grass, now rams are the boy ones, the lambs played follow the leader. Around a bush here and another one there, jumping over a not too big rock, the lambs raced after each other. When the lambs became hungry, he didn't nibble grass. He got milk from his mother. And all the while, Jabel stood by, keeping watch over his 100 sheep.
In installing final update dialog progress 0%.
And right here, let's see. See the little baby? He's nursing from his mama. That's how he gets milk.
In installing final update dialog progress 100%.
In the afternoon, Jabo called, Teo, woo, and led his sheep away from the green grassy place. A long way they must now go for water. 1 drink a day was all the sheep needed, but 1 drink they must have. The path was stony, the bushes thorny. The caves along the way were dark and deep where Jabel led his 100 sheep. Out of the cave came a hungry wolf, sneaking behind the sheep. It's a wolf. See him? Guess what he wants to do to these sheep? Yeah, he's hungry. When the path led into a valley, the wolf, with a snarl and a leap, rushed at the flock of 100 sheep. The wolf's plan was to scatter the sheep, to spread them out, then chase a ewe or a lamb back up the valley towards his wolf cave, far away from the shepherd and the shepherd's strong staff. That was his plan. You chase them. See, they would all scatter because they were very afraid. In a flash, Jabel leaped to a rock calling, woo, woo, woo. And though the sheep were scared and wanted to run, they obeyed Jabel's call. Together they pressed tighter and tighter, closer and closer, so tight that the wolf could not scatter them. Then Jabel jumped down from a rock, and with his long staff, look how they're right there. With his long staff, he whacked and he thacked that robber wolf and drove him away from the sheep. See how he was calling? Thank goodness those sheep obeyed. After the battle with the wolf, Jabo called in a gentle, "Too, ooh," and led his sheep down a little path. Soon they came to a splashing, dashing stream. Now sheep cannot drink from a splashing, dashing stream, but Jabel knew what to do. He told his sheep, "Lay, lay." Then he dammed up, that means he blocked the splashing, dashing stream to make a quiet pool where they could drink. But 1 sheep disobeyed. See how he's making that dam across that? Behind Jabel's back, 1 sheep slipped away up over the mountain. When the sheep had finished drinking at the quiet pool, Jabel led them home, carrying by turns the tired lambs. At the sheepfold gate, he counted his sheep as they entered one at a time. 1, 2, 3. He stooped to put a cedar gum on a wound made by the wolf's fangs. 4, 5, 6. He poured oil on a tired ewe's head. On and on he counted to the last sheep. But the count did not come out right. 1 sheep was missing. Jabel closed the sheepfold gate. All but one of his 100 sheep were safe within the fold. See that gate? He closed the gate right there. And it's got tall walls. That one had disobeyed. It had wandered away and was lost out in the mountain, where wolves howled and hunted at night. Now Jabel was hungry and he was tired, but he couldn't eat and he couldn't sleep until he found his wandering sheep. So, taking a torch to light the way, Jabel the shepherd set out to find his one lost sheep. Back along the stony path, Jabel trudged, searching one side, then the other. At the green grassy place, he looked behind bushes. He called, "Tee, woo!" See, there he is, looking behind the bushes. But no sheep came running to him. Past the dark caves where the wolf lived, onto the splashing, dashing stream walked Jabel. Beside the quiet pool, he stopped and called again. "Tee, hoo! Tee, hoo!" Listen. Did he hear an answer? See how he was when he was by the cave? "Bah!" came faintly over the mountain. "Bah!" Jabel climbed the mountain, and there, down a steep bank, he found his lost sheep, trapped in a thorny thicket. Now around here, when I had sheep, some of them got stuck in the blackberries, and we had to get them out. With his staff, Jabel rescued the frightened sheep. Then, placing it on his shoulder, he carried it all the way home. See how he reached down with his staff? This is his staff, and it had that hook on it, so he could reach around the sheep, little lamb, and pull it up. Jabel sang as he closed the sheepfold gate, for safe inside were his 100 sheep. Jesus says, "I am the good shepherd. My sheep hear my voice and follow me." Jesus' sheep are all the people of the world, brown or black, red, yellow, or white. His children are his lambs. Jesus cares for his sheep and lambs as Jabel did. He calls, "Come unto me. I will give you food. I will give you water. And I will keep you safe." And I'm going to show you this picture, but somebody scribbled on it. So I hope you don't mind. And nowadays you might see a farm that looked like this, and children would be helping take care of the sheep. When we do that, we're showing love and concern like Jesus shows for us. Well, it's Maria from Still Dreaming Homestead. I hope you learned something in this story. It is a good example of how Jesus takes care of us all the time. Well, I want to pray blessings on you and yours inside your house and outside your house, in the day and the night. Whatever you do, keep dreaming. Good night.